Alright, let's do it.
Not fucking that. Alright, I'm gonna plug my stream in all the places. God, why are there gnats everywhere? Well, it's just this one, I guess. It won't leave me alone!
Oh, that's a notification. Okay.
Probably
My phone is off now.
good.
Alright, so the stream is going.
It's going and it's gone.
It's gone?
Yep, apparently.
What happened?
Nothing, I'm just going to.
Alright.
Alright, so anyone here yet, or are we on our lonesome?
It looks like it's just us at the moment. Honey Drop just came in and said, Hogwarts Mystery is awesome.
I have to ask what that is, don't I?
I suppose so, but, we'll, what are we working on today, Heather?
We're still working on our Twilight Sparkle plushie from the official My Little Pony crochet kit. Now, last week I was a little inebriated, but I think I remember what the hell I'm doing. Maybe.
A little inebriated.
Are you saying little sarcastically?
Yes.
Well, that's on you. I
You
remember.
were off your rocker, Heather.
Yeah, well, no, I told you guys in the chat to sober me up before the stream, and no one did it. In fact, I believe some people did the opposite.
Well, it's not my fault, Heather. It takes two to tango, and you had a lot.
I had 3 drinks.
You could have just not had that much to drink. Like, it would have been super easy.
Well, I'm sorry, it's delicious.
Well, I'm sorry, it's bad for you.
But this ice is spherical.
Oh my god, with the ice. Why do you care so much about the ice?
Because, Ronnie, you can't tell me this isn't great and awesome.
Sure.
I will not stop drinking
Alright.
until it is melted.
Okay, Charles Meeker, who was one of my patrons, just came into the chat and said sup.
What's up?
Alright, so, let's see what you've got there, Heather.
Looks like I got a body going on.
Cool.
With the
Are
bodies.
you done with the head? I can't remember where we left off with this thing.
Oh yeah, the head's finished. It's right here. Or on the body. And as they say, Bronny, let the bodies hit the floor.
Alrighty then.
God, I love rocking out. Did I tell you, I found in, like, you know how I like that band, The Sound of Thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking through my old comic book that I got when I bought their, like, Kickstarter limited edition It Was Metal album, and it came with all these goodies. And one of them was, like, a sticker set, but then one of them was a bumper sticker, and I'm like, kick ass! So I put a Sound of Thunder bumper sticker on my car today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. That comic, though, is signed by all the band members, which is pretty neat.
What's the comic about?
Oh, it's a compilation. Like, they made a comic. I'll show it to everyone. This is it. This is a Sound of Thunder, It Was Metal comic signed by all the band members. And it's basically a comic about every one of the songs in the album. And it's pretty cool. Probably the cool story that you might like is about a Locktal. It's a hard name to pronounce, but it's about this Aztec chief where he did, like, of course, the conquistadors came or something and were enslaving everybody, and instead of being chained up, he threw himself into an active volcano.
Oh, jeez, that's metal.
It's pretty metal. I really want to go to one of their concerts someday, you know, when they start having them again.
Okay, yeah, if we can figure out where they're having a concert, I'll take it.
Sweet. Alright.
Yep.
Back to work.
New controller says, "Heyo."
Yo!
Emily Maloney says, "I just got braces."
Did it hurt? I know my
Yeah,
nephews
I
had
think-
braces. Oh, CJ, like, I think both CJ and Logan had braces. But CJ was really bad with his. Like, he would always break brackets. And you know that costs money every time you do that? Like a $50 or $100 to replace brackets. But yeah.
Holy frick.
Seems like it really sucks to have them. Did anyone in your family ever have any?
My oldest sister had braces.
No, you never did that?
And no, I never did. And I think one of my god sisters had braces at one point too.
Well, at least we're all past that point in our lives. But yeah, the braces can't be that much fun. Though they have those Invisalign ones that like you can't tell you have braces. I've never known anyone who's had those yet.
That's the idea.
You think they'd mention
But
it?
they're also a recent invention. They've only been around for a few years.
I don't know. I thought I grew up with memories of seeing the commercials.
Hmm. But yeah, that is a really cool invention.
Yeah, you know, now there's not as much of a stigma.
Hmm. So what did you do today, Heather?
Oh, I just did a whole bunch of chores. My God, it was so hot. I thought I was going to die. But I delayed my chores because a fan fiction I've been following, I got an email saying, hey, they started updating again. And I'm like, holy crap. And it turns out I'm 3 chapters behind. So I sat at the couch and read those 3 chapters.
What's the fan fiction?
Oh, it's just some Undertale AU thing.
Oh, is that the one you showed me where it kind of is given an alternative, like,
Oh,
1920s?
You're thinking about the Mafia one. The Mafia one is my favorite by far. Sooner or later, you're going to be mine. Well, hello, little miss. I
Yeah.
saw that stuff over there, and I was just
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know. There's rarities all over it, so I think it could be for me.
I think it's for you, yes.
Look, it's a boba plushie! And it's going with the collection.
Yes,
A
it
fine
is.
addition to my collection.
You don't have to open it now, but it is. And I'm sure you saw the other thing.
Yes, my God. She knows me too well. I let her in too much. Here, we'll put that.
Uh-oh, that's no good.
Oh, let's take a look. Everyone can look at the stickers and a nice, probably well thought out card, because I know her.
For those at home.
I didn't have one. I'm really hungry. Oh,
So the middle 2 are cake batter. So I figured a cake batter Krispy Kreme would be appropriate.
yeah.
But I forgot which were your favorite flavors, so I just went with plain old glaze.
Oh no, that's perfectly good. All the flavors are really good. I just don't like lemon. My favorite is probably the cream-filled chocolate glaze, but they always get it wrong whenever I order it.
Okay. Well, you got 2 batter and and a bunch of regular old glaze.
Oh, I'm gonna eat this one. I'm gonna have one more, and then I'll be done.
Okay.
So Heather, tell us, what is the occasion for all these presents and donuts?
My birthday is next week, and I'm gonna be off in Florida, so I'm gonna be away from Sweetie for my birthday. So she's catching me early.
Yep. Because I'm going to be out of town
Going
too.
to Florida. Are you going there to see your boyfriend?
Yes, you tard.
Ha! Heather has a boyfriend. Let's all point and laugh.
Yeah, I'm the loser here.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my soda.
Don't do that.
Who is it? It's not that ugly guy with the beard, right? I hate that guy.
For those of you unaware, the person talking is Ronnie, who is my boyfriend, and he loves to insult himself.
Uh-huh.
How's it going, sweetie? How are you doing today?
I'll have to have her boyfriend beat you up.
So good.
Okay, so Charles Meeker wants to know, Heather, what are you sewing?
I'm crocheting a Twilight Sparkle plushie from the official My Little Pony crochet kit. Would you like to have one? Sure.
And you
Since you bought them.
may as well. And you said you were done. You want me to put them away?
One more.
Okay.
Alright, that's it.
All right. They'll be on the table when you want them.
Oh.
New controller says, ooh, Dunkin' Donuts.
It's Krispy Kreme donuts. Krispy Kreme is a godsend. I don't like Dunkin' as much. Dunkin' can't get that perfect glaze. There's a shine that comes off of a Krispy Kreme donut that just can't be replicated.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, make yourself comfy.
Okay.
Oh no!
Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Your basket attacked me.
Oh yeah, I gotta get a new basket because it's just dumb. That was a dumb idea on my part to get it with like whatever the hell you call that material. Wicker. That there's sticks everywhere. May have gone overboard with cleaning this week, but I wanted to mop that kitchen.
That's fair.
Why? She has some water. Well, I need to give her more water, but she has like a bowl full of water.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Heather, don't forget to rotate the camera a bit so we can get Sweetie in the frame
Ew,
too.
gross. You're eating a delicious donut. Everyone looks happy when they eat it.
Happy, yes. Attractive, no.
I love donuts.
I was like, I could get her a cake, or I could get her something she really loves.
Or a cake made out of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Exactly.
That's a thing they do.
Well, one of it, the middle one I told you was cake batter, and I thought about getting a whole dozen with cake batter, but I'm sort of like, I don't know how good that's gonna be. Like, I was sort of like, I don't know what that tastes like. I don't know. It's gonna end up being like the worst flavor.
I love cake batter. I don't know how I feel about a dozen of cake batter.
Exactly.
Mix
so
it
like,
up.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take. We'll put two. Two is good.
Hey,
And then I was
Heather,
like, you
we
can't
got
go wrong
some
with
weirdo.
it, so.
Heather, we got some weirdo in the chat here. Someone named Juanita Lopez says, Heather, do you still love me?
Yes, I still love you, girl. I would give you some spherical ice if you were here with margarita. Don't I look like an alcoholic like that?
Mm-hmm.
I love the hell out of my friend Juanita. She's been through me through thick and thin. Don't judge me.
I'm not. I know. Not saying a darn word.
You're saying it with your eyes.
I don't say a word. Not one
Try
single word.
Try not thinking so loud, Sweetie.
You gotta
I
admit,
can
it
hear
tastes
you
like
from
one
here.
punch. Alright, that. Get down. to
Juanita
business.
says, one day.
One day she's gonna claim me as her own. Be prepared, Bronny.
You're gonna have to fight
I
for
am
it.
prepared.
Juanita's getting pretty fit too. I still got my
Right.
chub.
She says, do you remember Vegas?
I remember Vegas. That was the Ninja Sex Party concert.
Tell us about Vegas, Heather.
No. Everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
To be fair, it was a pretty vanilla trip if you
Yeah.
think about it. I mean, I was drinking in the streets and got a tattoo, but it was temporary.
Okay. I was about. I did
You're
a
like-
double take. Like, whoa.
It's like, Heather, I've seen you in some places. Where is it?
I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, there are very few parts of your body at this point I haven't seen.
That's true. I kind of just let everything hang out. So if I had one, she would have seen it by
Yeah.
now. I would have showed it to her like, hey, look at this. I tried to trick Bronny with it because I was dating Bronny at the time. And I tried to trick him with it. I got a temporary tattoo of a snail bunny on my arm. And I was just like, Bronny, look, I got a tattoo. And he goes like, cool. And I'm like, damn it, he's not buying it. I went to work, though, with it. And people were like, you got a tattoo? I'm like, it's a snail bunny. If I did get a tattoo, it would be snail bunny, probably. I don't know where I'd put it.
So how the heck did you get a snail bunny tattoo? I don't remember exactly
Was it a
what
henna
happened
tattoo?
there.
It wasn't
Because that's
henna.
not...
It was just a place that legit just did temporary tattoos, and I don't think it was henna. They got like a thing and just drew it on me and stuff, and it was pretty expensive for what it was. But it
So
lasted a few weeks.
what did you tell them? Did you say, I want a snail bunny?
Yeah, I googled a picture of a snail bunny, said I draw this on my arm, and they're like,
Yeah, don't judge. They've seen weirder, I'm sure.
oh yeah, definitely. I keep needing to watch that r/Reddit video, tattoo artist. What's the request that you actually refused?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Christina's in the chat and says, evening.
Hey,
Good
Christine,
evening.
What's good in the hood? I say, thinking you live in the hood, for that to be being presumptuous.
I mean, most people live in a neighborhood, yes.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful day for a neighbor.
It makes me think of that commercial. I mean, I did see Mr. Rogers
Okay,
as a
I was
child
about to
growing
smack
up,
you.
but I wasn't an avid watcher.
No, that's fair.
But I feel like the commercials for the Mr. Rogers movie hit me a little harder because it'd be like him on the subway and people were like, "Hey, Mr. Rogers," and they all start singing the song, and I'm like, "That's so cute."
That's so adorable.
It hurts.
I was lectured last night by Silver for not having seen the movie yet. I need to.
I feel like it's gonna hurt me emotionally.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't do it. That's why I can't. I don't
Silver
want
said
to.
when he saw it, there were actually tissues provided in the movie theater, and he's like, "That's weird."
Oh, that's
and then
horrible.
and then as he was watching the film, he's like, "Oh, this is why."
Is he dead?
Mr. Rogers, yeah.
I didn't hear the formal announcement. I saw the movie. Like I said, I wasn't an avid watcher. and I didn't
Ironically,
follow.
it happened around the same time, around the time that they were going to announce the movie. He passed away.
That was preconceived. Someone murdered.
I know. I was sort of like, or rather, I don't know. It was weird because like, oh, Mr. Rogers just passed away. Also, we're making a movie. I'm like, damn, you're fast. I was like, he hasn't been dead a week.
That guy has a very untarnished reputation that a part of
Yeah.
me is scared something will come up if he
I
don't try
know.
to
I was thinking. I was like, please don't have someone make up some bullshit just to get famous to try and tarnish his reputation.
I want it
Can
to
we
stay
not?
pure. I want it to stay pure.
We need one.
So, Bronny, I have a confession.
Yeah.
Like, I know we tried to go to bed last night, but in the middle of the night, I got an idea. I woke up, and I scribbled out a story in my notebook.
Oh dear Lord.
I think you were walking by when it happened, but yeah, I just turned on the light and was just starting to write. Because I wanted to get the idea out of my head. Because it's a story that's always sort of been there, but I wanted to, like, it was very fleshed out in my mind at that moment. So I put it in my notebook. It's still kind of nonsense. I'm going to try and type that out later.
Nice.
I've been in a writing mood lately.
Alright.
I keep swinging from
What
mood
What
to
is it
mood.
about?
It's something I made up completely. It's about these race of people that are kind of elementalist, and I was really, like, a part of me was just explaining their ruling system. Then it turned into a story about how they have usually three forms of government: a council of one, a council of two, a council of three. And council of three is normally what they like to go with. A council of one they'll deal with, but a council of two, that's bad news. It's a whole thing. I'll tell you about it later. It's still kind of raw idea.
Sounds interesting.
It's alright. It's fun for me.
Okay. Emily Maloney wants to know if Sweetie has ever had braces.
Yeah, for a year in high school.
Oh yeah, we were talking about braces a minute ago. My nephews have them. My nephew CJ would always break his brackets.
Well, it was kind of funny because around the time I was 13-ish, my dad took me to the orthodontist because he's like, I guess it's about the time you're of the age to have braces, right? So we go to the orthodontist. They get a molding of my teeth. Horrible experience. I do not appreciate. But they got a molding of my teeth, and then so the orthodontist comes in and goes, "So who told you you needed braces?" And my dad and I just looked at each other and we just sort of assumed. Like don't all kids need braces was sort of the thing. And he's like, well, I mean, we'll give them to you but I don't think you need them for more than like a year. You'll be fine.
So you thought all kids should have them?
Yeah, that was just like a thing. At some point you go through the rite of passage of having braces. And you know, like my older sisters, they had traumatic braces experiences. Like they had, I think one of them had like the whole headgear for a few months type of thing, and they had them for years. But my dad, he's like, okay, if we get you started around 13, 14, you should have them off by the time you get your senior picture. That was my dad's logic. It's like if we get them to, give you your braces early on, but I didn't even have them for sophomore year. They were gone by then.
That's interesting, because braces were not a thing in my family until, and I don't think it's gonna be. It was just my older sister Tammy's kids that all had to have braces. Like, well, just the two oldest, from what I understand. I haven't looked at the teeth of my two younger nephews on that family, but CJ and Logan both had to have braces. They had really jagged teeth, and it was very clear. But I never had to have any. When I went to a dentist, no one ever recommended it.
Yeah, no dentist ever recommended it. It was just my dad and I just sort of came to a decision that, yeah, now it's about a good time to have braces. Yeah. I mean, he and my mother never had them, but that was because A, braces weren't as much of a thing back in their day, and B, their parents weren't as wealthy as... Well, no, they were wealthy. Just not when they were kids, if that makes sense. My grandparents...
Braces are expensive.
Yeah, I mean, my dad had, like, a pretty darn good dental plan, so it was no big deal.
I should go see a dentist soon, but I'm like, I don't, especially at a time like this, I don't want someone with their hands in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
But I hate putting it off because I know I haven't had my teeth looked at in a very long time.
I haven't had my teeth looked at in forever and a half. But I still pay for the dental part of the insurance. It is optional. But I'm like, no. The day I don't pay for it is the day that, like,
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have, like, a chipped tooth or, like, a crazy toothache that I'm gonna need a root canal and I'm not gonna have the insurance,
Occasionally, I'll have, like, a toothache, like, I eat something super sweet, like, bite the wrong tooth, and I'm like, ooh, ow, and then it'll go away. Mm-hmm. But, like, that could just be an indication of, like, a minor cavity.
Yeah, it's probably a minor cavity, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. As long as it's
It might also be not flossing well enough. That happens to me.
I've had a problem with flossing lately.
I don't floss much, to be honest.
You see that I clearly do all the time. But yeah, like, I have a problem flossing over here on this tooth. Like, the floss will get stuck in between, like, my back molar and one tooth, and, like, I have to, like, yank the floss out of there, and it still feels like there's floss caught in there, and it bugs me. I have to, like, it's a whole thing. Oh, dental health.
One thing that so far in my life, I know I'm going to jinx it, but so far in my life I sidestepped was wisdom teeth. I've never had to have my wisdom teeth removed.
Lucky, I had to remove one of mine, and I've been told I should get the rest of mine removed. But, like, I haven't felt the need, I haven't felt pain. Like, there was only one time I felt pain, it was with that one tooth, and I haven't felt pain since. And I'm like, well, why? And my dentist's like, well, you should just get it removed. I know you're not feeling pain, but, like, it's bad. And I'm like, well, why? My teeth feel fine, everything's fine. I don't know. I'll talk to a new dentist and be like, so do you think I have to? Maybe they'll have a different opinion.
Yeah. I think for me, we were talking about the other day about, like, big mouth, small mouth. I think my mouth is just large enough for wisdom teeth to fit.
Ugh.
So it's not a problem.
I have a tiny mouth. That's as big as I can get. Can't even fit my face.
Bigorna says, hello everyone. It was quite peaceful. It was quite a peaceful week in the world. Do we agree?
I don't know. I saw very sad videos today of someone having to throw their kids out of their apartment because of the fire.
Oh.
And the football player that caught the kid, but, like, the mom, like, threw out both her kids because she was already in the fire. It was so sad. And I feel depressed for the week, so, that's it. Happy for the kids, sad for the mom, and go donate to their GoFundMe. I'm sure if you Google it, you will find it.
Yeah. The fires are actually pretty contained at this point over here. Hopefully the chickens will be gone by the time I get back to work.
Oh no. I haven't heard about the chickens. You have chickens again?
No, they never left. The 40 chickens, they're still there.
Okay, so, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you with chickens. I cannot help you with chickens. I was going to say, because you said something about having a hard day one day on your Twitter. My God, is it full of animals? We could foster another.
No, we can't foster the show. I'm not bringing. Well, one of them is very sweet. I think her name is Buffy. She's so sweet. She's tan, and she'll, like, follow me around when I'm in there, and she'll let me pet her. And, like, there's even a time where, like, I was doing something by the sink, and she comes up, like, right next to me, and I just sort of cuddled her. And she's like, okay. And one time, I think she was trying to help me. It was kind of sweet if it wasn't irritating, because one of the chicks got out. Like, we have the chicks and the mom enclosed in different areas, and I was trying to reach in and give them their water, and one of the chicks got out. I'm like, damn it! So I'm running around trying to grab the chick, and so Buffy's seeing me, like, running down this chick, and so when the chick comes near her, she just pecks at the chick. I'm like, Buffy, no, you're not helping. I know you think you're helping, but you're not. She's like, oh, you want the chick? Oh, you're trying to attack the chick. Let me help you. No, I'm not trying to attack it. I'm trying to get it back to its mom.
Gosh, you can't. No, I'm too. I don't know anything, so I can't suggest it. I'm like, man, there aren't farms that want to take them or something.
At the moment, we were the only ones that could take them, which was nuts.
Don't bring home some free eggs or something.
Oh, we do. We have one of my coworkers, like, is adamant about collecting all the eggs for herself. She loves them. So I'm like, okay.
Makes some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, whatever saves you a few bucks on eggs.
And of course, we had to ask the owners, like, is it okay if we take the eggs? And they're like, yeah, go for it. Their only suggestion is not to take the eggs of the moms, just because the moms are on, like, a medicated feed. And it's like, it's not going to kill you, but it's going to taste funny.
So, here's a question I have, because we watched Beastars a while ago, and there was just a hen that would sell her own eggs. Do, like, chickens just, like, because I think the eggs we eat are, like, unfertilized eggs, and they just lay eggs for no reason. Why?
It's the same reason we have periods, sweetheart.
What?
It's literally, that's what we're doing. When we have periods, we are laying our eggs. We are getting rid of the unfertilized eggs.
Is it as uncomfortable for chickens?
Considering the shell is hardened, I imagine it's probably more so. So yeah, they lay their unfertilized eggs as much as they lay their fertilized ones.
So I'm guessing that chicken from Beastars was like laying eggs once a month and would sell her eggs. I wonder how much she sold those eggs for.
Pretty sure chickens lay eggs way more frequently than once a month.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if they're using human parallels with this chicken. I don't know, Beastars. Beastars.
Sure.
We binged all Beastars, by the way. Season 2, where you at? But yeah, I'm thinking about that chicken a lot. I don't know why. It just feels weird. I'm like, does that feel weird? Just like, it'd be like me selling my... I guess, no, it would be like me selling my period to vampires.
Yeah, basically.
That's how we coexist with the vampires. Ew.
Yeah, right? I'm like, that's gross.
Then they're gonna make you do... Like, have you seen that thing that some people do? Is that, like, they have a cup?
I have seen that,
cup?
and yeah.
So how do they do that?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. It's one of those things I want...
That's a menstrual cup. People shove a plastic cup there. That's how you give it to the vampires.
See, I can't even deal with, like, tampons. Like, I'm like,
I
no,
can't
fam.
either.
Yeah, I'm like, no thanks, fam. The only thing that should be going up there is after I'm married, alright? That's...
I was like that too. I can't do that either.
I tried once, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not made for it.
I tried once too. I couldn't get it.
I could. I was still like, no, this is not the lifestyle I want to live.
Are the male spectators thoroughly
yeah.
uncomfortable? Yeah.
Welcome to Girl Chat, Girl Talk.
Girl talk. It's about our periods.
It's about our periods and
It's
tampons
not about
and stomach
boob size.
and the blood that comes out of our vaginas.
I just got off of mine a few days ago.
Oh.
Well,
Wholesome family.
families need to talk about
They
it.
need to talk about it.
Normalize periods.
They should. I was completely. It was completely normalized in my household. So like,
You're dominated by women. Though.
yeah, I was dumb. I had 2 older sisters and a mom who was not subtle. Like, she would leave her bloody underwear in the bathtub. Like, anyway, the point is, I knew exactly what I was getting into the day I had my first period. I was like, oh shit, Dad, I had my first period. Okay, I guess we're going to the drugstore. Cool. Also, can you get me a new pair of underwear?
You know, my mom never thoroughly explained to me what a period was. She just said it was a thing that happened and didn't tell me what it was. Like, she only explained it to me once where, like, there was one day as a kid, I was getting really, really bad headaches. And I'm like, Mom always talks about getting headaches on her period. I must be having my period. And I told my little sister. My little sister told my mom, like, Mom, Heather's on her period. And she goes like, what? She's like 7. She's like, yeah, Mom, I'm getting headaches a lot today. Am I having my period? She's like, no, honey.
Yeah, honey, no.
When you bleed, then. And then I knew. I think I had, around the time I was getting my period was when we started having sex ed in school. So I understood more and more.
I feel like I think we took sex ed before I had mine. But I'd witnessed my sisters, and so I remember reading the part where it was like they're talking about, like, you know, the blood and stuff. It's like, but don't worry, this doesn't hurt the woman. And I just go, bullshit.
You're an idiot.
Right,
It all hurts.
I was like, no, I've seen my sisters doubled over in pain. I call bullshit on that right now.
Yeah, it's to the point where, like, a few weeks ago, I was like, Sweetie was standing in front of the cabinet, like, Sweetie, do you mind? I'm gonna go get some ibuprofen. She's like, oh, are you on it? I'm like, nah, just headaches. This time. It was a precursor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for me, my precursor is usually like an upset stomach. I'm like, oh man, that didn't settle well, and then I like go to the bathroom and go, oh shit.
No, yeah, it's usually something like that. A headache, a stomach ache, achy boobs. I used to get achy boobs a lot more often, but I think it was because I was out on birth control at the time. Wasn't sexually active. The pills actually made my period a lot lighter back then. I miss it. Gotta get back on. Okay, we're not talking about
anyways.
I was like,
we got a lot of chat.
A lot of chat being going, oh god, shut up.
Yeah, so Honey Drop the Unicorn wants us to play Hogwarts Mystery, which I'm going to tell you right now I'm not going to do.
Is it the one where, like, I think a guy I didn't like from my life, that's nothing on the game, a guy I ended up really not liking for my last job. He was like, "Oh, you're a nerd. You love Harry Potter." And I'm like, "Yeah, Harry Potter's cool." And he suggested that game, and I played it. And like, you play as like it's before Harry went to school.
Before Harry went to school, just like very moderately before Harry went to school, because Bill Weasley is there, for instance. So it's only a few years before
and
Harry.
you get to pick your house and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I played that game for a little bit, but I lost interest.
I played it for a while, up until I got to a point where you have to fight a boggart, and the boggart is of Lord Voldemort. Now, you have to collect certain traits. I forget which one they were, but the one I didn't have, that I didn't have enough of, was bravery, in order to defeat the boggart Voldemort. I hadn't accumulated enough bravery. Now, I could still try, but it basically was telling me, like, nah, fam, you need more bravery to have much of a chance to defeat him. So, I had to go, basically walk away, like, while one of my friends is in mortal peril. I have to be like, sorry, I've got to leave and take more classes to get more bravery before I can come back and help you. And then it was just taking so much time to just, like, inch by inch get the amount I needed. And I was just like, F it.
You know what would have been a thing? It's like, do you choose to go into a fight with this Boggart, Lord Voldemort, to save your friend? That should have given you some bravery points right there.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I felt like that wasn't very well balanced level-wise, because, like, again, there were three things. I forget what they were. But I did sort of focus on one, but it wasn't like I had ignored bravery entirely. I had still been sort of building it up a little bit. But it was like double what I had at that point. And I'm like, okay, I'll be gone for a few months, dude. Just chill out there. You'll be fine.
It's cool. It's part of the plan.
It's fine.
It's cool. It's fine.
Brandon is in the chat and says, I was listening to you guys while driving and my phone died when Ronnie said there was a weirdo in the chat and I require context. Screw you and your context, Brandon. Go watch the stream again tomorrow after it's been uploaded.
Or you can rewind. I think you can rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to. Christine says all four of my wisdom teeth had to be removed. One was coming in sideways, and my mom wished she had a camera for me that day because I was acting very silly.
That tends to happen.
I've heard that. Yeah, when you're on the medication they put you on.
If I ever have to do it, I'll let you videos with it. Sweet, it'll be fun. Let's do a stream like that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just have me laying in the bed. You gotta take over the crocheting part, though.
Oh dear, that's gonna end terribly.
I got all four of my wisdom teeth removed when I was 17, and it was like the easiest wisdom teeth removal ever. Like, one of them was slightly impacted, and they were like, forget about it, let's just do all four of them. I was literally in the chair for 10 minutes, and 5 of those minutes was waiting for the laughing gas to take effect.
When I had my wisdom tooth removed, because only the one again, I feel like they had me take drugs beforehand and said, like, okay, make sure you have someone drive you to and from, because you cannot drive or do anything. Didn't have a license, so I'm like, no problem. Took those drugs earlier in the day, went there, and it wasn't until I sat in the seat where it really started to hit me, like, and then, like, it felt like they scraped the tooth out. Like, they didn't yoink it out, they scraped it, and I'm like, that's weird. But yeah, dissolvable stitches, a painful face, but, you know, you live. You live. Yeah, right.
Yep, and then they gave me Vicodin for the pain. Not only did I never really have any pain, but Vicodin apparently has no effect on me.
Yeah, same over here.
Yeah, you know what's a thing we were talking about last night? If me and Brownie were to fight, but like a serious, like fist fight? Yeah, you'd put the money on Brownie, obviously.
Probably.
Yeah,
I think the only reason I mean, no offense, I think if I were to put money on you, it would be under the assumption that Brownie would hold back.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You wouldn't. Like, he'd be like, oh, I don't want to hit her, and you'd be like, screw you!
You were a bitch! But, like, I was like, because we were talking about fitness and something, he's like, one day you're going to be able to beat my butt, because if I took you in a serious fight right now, you'd lose. I'm like, no shit, I don't lose. You who has me in height, in weight, in strength.
General experience.
General experience, and I'm like, and you have like, the biggest pain tolerance I've ever seen. You feel nothing. That it'd be a bullshit fight.
the only way you'd be able to would be just going below the belt. I mean,
I know. Like, have you seen Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
And even
Like Beverly Hills Chihuahua, they kidnapped this Chihuahua and put her in a dogfight mostly for fun. They put her, a little Chihuahua, against a giant Doberman that says like, "Oh yeah, you're dead." If that freaking German Shepherd didn't come in, she would have died. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been that, a Chihuahua versus a Doberman. Completely different demeanors, but you know who's gonna win. I think like the only way I would win is if I snuck up on him and he wasn't seeing it coming, and I used just something like, I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to use a weapon.
In his sleep, knife in the neck. Okay, Heather wins.
There you go.
Heather wins.
There are other ways you can kill your husband. We can talk about it when you get there.
I think the only thing I said I might have on him, maybe I'm faster. That's a big maybe. He's been working on his cardio, so that might be gone too. There's nothing.
Oh, like running? Yeah.
Yeah, like, I can't. Yeah, he's gonna win.
When we were up in New York, we were goofing off, and I wasn't really paying attention, but we were like slap fighting or something like that.
That's
and
weird.
Heather like winds back and clocks me in the cheek.
And
Like,
no, like, I
just
held back
really-
last minute because I'm like, oh wait, he's not stopping it. Because I go at him like nothing because I'm sure he can take it and he can stop me because he's him.
Right.
But that, I felt that the one time I held back my punch because I'm like, oh wait, he can't stop this, and I punched him in the face. And I was just like, are you okay? I didn't mean to actually punch you. I thought you were gonna stop it. And you're like, yeah.
I didn't feel it, but it was like, oh man, that was a good hit.
But I'm like, oh man.
Like if I was anyone else, that would have hurt.
I can't play fight with anyone else.
That's fair.
Can't do that. I'm always afraid of hurting people.
So let's see. No, most of the time you end up hurting yourself. Like the first time we fought, you hit me in the chest and like you acted like you broke your hand.
I was like, you hurt me with your dumb tits.
And then she goes, dang it, why are you so hard? And I'm like, could you please rephrase that?
Nope.
No. How about that? How about that? No.
Let's see here. Brandon says I am effectively sick now.
Aw, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's had a hard day.
Retro Gamer Kevin says hello to everyone.
Yo.
Pristine says, referring to our tampon conversation earlier, says I can handle tampons. I started using them when I was 11.
Whoa. You were hardcore. Hardcore chick.
Yeah, no, I certainly wouldn't have when I was younger. Hell no.
Only tough chicks wear tampons. We're not tough.
Oh yeah, no, apparently. Not in that region anyway.
Steel vagina.
Brandon says he went back when we were having that conversation, says I'm learning more than I ever want to do. Can we talk about coffee, please? No, Brandon,
Nope.
you will
None of us drink it!
Yeah, we don't drink coffee.
Unless it's full of sugar and cream.
Yeah.
And caramel.
It's like 50% sugar and cream.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything here I'm actually interested in. More talk about wisdom teeth. More talk about the Harry Potter game. Oh, here's a stupid question. Emily Maloney wants to know, have you watched Hamilton yet?
Of
Yeah.
course, she has. I haven't. I haven't yet. You're the one that has
I know,
Disney
I have
Plus.
to give it to her.
Just give me the Disney Plus and then I'll watch it. I promise.
Okay.
I imagine me watching that movie and just commenting on every little, thing going on about how I don't like certain characters, or if I happen to catch a historical inaccuracy, I call that.
Oh, you mean
And
every
Sweetie
time we
just-
make you watch a
And
movie?
Sweetie just like hits me with that garrote wire and goes, "Listen, Brawny, talk less,
Smile more, hell yeah. No, there are a lot of historical inaccuracies in Hamilton, but I'd be surprised if you'd be able to catch any of them, just because you have to have a very keen knowledge of history to know the inaccuracies.
Yeah, and know, like, it was kind of the same thing with The Greatest Showman. That's actually a guy that existed. And
Yeah, of
obviously
course.
they over-glorified him because the actual
Right.
guy was horrible. I
Right.
mean, the actual guy in the movie was kind of bad, but real guy, horrible.
Yeah.
Man, I want some Taco
And they
Bell.
did something similar with Hamilton. They romanticized him. They changed things up to make things more dramatic and what have you and whatnot. Apparently Lin-Manuel had a kind of a conflict about that. He's like, I want to make, I want to make a good show, but I don't want to, is it bad with history? And I think someone was sort of like, well, treat it like, Shakespeare's plays on the kings. Like, there's the historical Hamilton, and then there's the Hamilton, the character of your play. And, you can take certain historical liberties for the sake of doing it right.
Entertainment.
Yeah, of entertainment. Yeah,
I'll
it's
say
making a good show.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even like rap, and that was good
It
shit.
was fantastic.
It's because it's mixed with drama and characterization. I'm like, oh
Mm-hmm. And yeah, there weren't like.
Something that
Go ahead.
something that was interesting about The Greatest Showman is because after we got done watching that movie, I went and researched P.T. Barnum myself a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he was actually not as bad as they made him out in the movie.
yeah. Really?
Like he was actually better as a person than they made him out to be in the movie.
Really? I always hear the opposite because I think I watched Cinema Sins and they were like, this guy's first attraction was an 80-year-old African woman that he's claimed was 100 and something years old, and he sold tickets to her
Yeah, so
autopsy.
here's what happened. He was really against the idea of slavery, so he bought her so that he could then free her, and then have her be an employee in his circus. And apparently he paid pretty well too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess you never know.
Wikipedia article and a couple of YouTube videos. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Brandon says friendship is magic. May have had lessons on friendship, but apparently they missed the episodes on oversharing for you guys.
Is that an episode anywhere?
You know what? Normalized periods. That's all I'm saying.
Normalized period.
Where the Apple Lies might have had that subplot with Big Mac.
A little bit.
Yeah, because Big Mac wouldn't shut up in that episode. Let's see here. Inbigorna says it's biology, son.
Exactly. We got you.
Emily Maloney says The Greatest Show is my favorite movie.
It's a good movie.
Yep. How's your crocheting coming along, Heather?
Pretty well. I'm counting.
Somebody has joined.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, there you are.
What's up?
Hey, popping in real quick, Ronnie, that episode is Aesops, and think of Aesops as, like, basically less. So,
Okay. Yeah, I've actually never seen that word before. Thank you for teaching me.
no problem. I'll be on later. I'm gonna go, I don't know, cry or something.
Aw, big
Sounds
hugs.
Pretty typical.
Typical.
Which word was he teaching you? I couldn't hear him very well.
Aesop. I saw that he used that word, but I had because I'd never seen that word before. I assumed it was a mistyped episode, right? But apparently he did type that correctly, and
Oh.
it's just a word that I had never seen before.
Like Aesop's Fables?
I suppose so.
Sometimes I forget that Brandon is incredibly literate. Like, neurotically so.
I consider Aesop's to be pretty standard.
I do not, and I'm the most normal.
No, you actually taught me about one of Aesop's Fables I hadn't known about, the Toad and the Scorpion.
Oh, I love that.
That's an Aesop's Fable.
Oh, man, I'm smarter than I thought.
Yeah, there you go. No, Aesop's Fables are pretty well known. I guess I just didn't know that people didn't know them as...
I
I'm
guess,
sure you know them as
people
fables.
people exchange fables all the time. We don't think about where they come from.
Mhm.
Christine says, but Big Macintosh was right half of the time in Where the Apple Lies, and she's trying not to rage because she hates that episode.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that episode.
It was the one where Applejack keeps lying, right?
Yeah.
Flashback episode.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It's like, it's one of those things where if I had read the premise ahead of time, I probably would have been like all excited about it. But like, I did not like how it was executed.
What was wrong with it?
I just felt like it was very...
It's that whole, like, I felt awkward about the situation. She's like, oh, this is gonna blow up in her face, and she's making it worse and worse and worse.
There was that, but I also felt like they didn't think everything through. Like, really, would that have been enough to shut Big Mac up forever? And they tried to pass it off like it was a very healthy lesson for them to have learned. I'm like, well, it clearly wasn't if Big Mac has been traumatized into silence. Like, you know, and it's one of those things I felt like they were held with.
Yeah, and you know, the chat should pop up too, but it's not.
That might be the internet being a buzz.
It let me get on YouTube. Yeah, we were expecting thunderstorms today, weren't we?
Is that what's going on? I saw some flashing going on last night.
Yeah, it kept waking me up. It did, and I think we got a little bit of thunder just now. I did, but something in the weather advisory did say, hey, expect thunderstorms.
Fair enough.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm down. I wasn't down. Come on. Let's get this stream back on. Discord's taking a lot. Stop, ready? He is ready. Ronnie, can you hear us? Ronnie, can you hear us?
Alrighty then.
Yay!
Okay, so we had a power surge, in case you didn't hear. And,
Are you there?
yeah,
We're here. Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we're just getting things back online. We had a little power surge, so, we're...
Yeah, we've got some nasty video lag now.
Do we? If we're not even streaming right now, it's not letting us. So let's hope it doesn't keep up. Maybe I should end it and then restart.
I'm trying reloading the page first.
Oh yeah, that's
Maybe
That
the
might be
internet.
something to try.
Maybe the internet's just being slow because the Wi-Fi box would have had to reboot too.
Yeah, I'm putting stress on this.
It seems to be going fine now.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
So
Take me to the stream.
well, at least the live chat box comes up. There we go.
There's the live chat box.
There's the
Now
live
let's
chat
see
box.
If it says we're streaming. And here we go. We're back. We're back.
Woohoo!
Okay, guys,
All
sorry
right.
about that. We had a little bit of a power surge, so that was a little spooky. Spooked the hell out of me. It shut off my laptop. So luckily we were able to get back online. So here we go. Here we are. This is me. We're doing great. My computer's freezing
Yep.
a little bit. It's freezing a little bit, but that's fine.
Alright, so let's see here. We had some more talking about where the apple lies.
Yes.
Christine made some pretty good points that I never can.
I'm guessing he never considered.
I guess so. Brian, you still there?
He cut off.
Did he cut off or did he die?
And probably dead.
No.
How am I supposed to
Yeah,
do
I'm
next?
still
there
I'm
he is.
still here.
Probably just taking our internet a little bit to catch up with the combo round.
Maybe.
Yeah, audio's a little buggy on my end.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so apparently JYoshi64 is having a storm and they just had a power surge as well.
Are you living here?
Right?
Are you guys having a storm right now? Like, what's going on?
Yes, we are. I just saw some lightning.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I just saw it too.
There's the thunder. Lightning.
We were working out today down at one of the parks, and thankfully they had their main pavilion open because holy heck did it just monsoon out of nowhere. And we had a crack of lightning so close to us. I'm almost convinced it actually at the roof of the pavilion, and then the loudest crack of thunder I ever heard in my life.
It must be some kind of storm, because I'm actually feeling cold right now as the wind hits me. Oh, from my fan.
Possibly. Yeah, no, I remember one time having a really close strike of lightning, and I was on the phone with Anthony, and he, you know, and I was just like, and he's like, "You okay over there?" I'm like, I think so." Like it was like right outside my window. It was terrifying.
Sweetie, have you ever had Zeus miss you by a few feet?
No, that was like the closest was that time, and that was a good like 25 feet from my bedroom window. It was terrifying.
I was walking into a Walmart during a hurricane back in 2018, and a bolt of lightning hit the pavement right up in front of me. I'd say about 50 feet.
2018? That was only 2 years ago. Or was that before we were dating?
I think it was early in the relationship.
God was like,
it was
hey.
summer. It was summer, but it might have been before Ever Free Northwest. And I just kind of looked up and I was like, "You missed!" And then I kept walking. And then I texted you. And I said, "I just got missed by a few feet by a lightning bolt." And you were like, "Shouldn't you get inside?" I'm like, "I'm not about to get punked out by Zeus."
Oh, I actually remember that line. This guy.
Yeah, Zeus is an overly confident sexual deviant. I am not going to get punked out by someone like that.
Mm-hmm. Ignoring the fact that as a Christian, that's not what you believe, but okay.
Exactly. That's beside the point. I mean, guys, someone was gonna throw it out there eventually.
Yeah.
No, Brady then. We got Jay Yoshi giving song lyrics to a song I've never heard before, so I can't sing it. Also, I just know for a fact right now I am going to be horribly off key if I try to sing tonight. Like, more so than usual.
Do you like my nail polish?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Thank you. This is a new one.
Yes.
God, I feel like Taco Bell, and I just had it yesterday. I was the
Christine says, "So, Ronnie, you were acting like Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump." Yeah, I suppose I was.
I never watched that. Can you believe it?
You never watched Forrest Gump?
They don't. It was
This shouldn't surprise me at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I've never watched anything.
Yeah,
apparently.
basically.
No, we had Forrest Gump though. I just never watched it. I wasn't interested.
Weird.
I don't know. You know what? If it's not an animated movie, and it's not like something that panders to my interests, like Marvel or something, I don't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that it has to be an animated movie, and it has to pander to my interests. Like, if you're not, like, trying to get me in, trying to hook me, then what are you even doing? I have money, come take it. I want you to take it, but you gotta make me want you to want to take it.
Oh, Heather, Ryan made an anime suggestion for us today. Let me go to the other room real quick and ask him what it was. I'll be right back.
Hopefully it's something with Fox Girls.
Here's hoping. Have you seen that one?
Probably. I don't know. No.
Well, I'm glad you're running.
Hello.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, glad I came back. Alright. So, Heather, you need to answer my mural question.
Oh, about the Zelda one? I really don't know.
Yeah, because it's like, I will, no lie, I will travel there if I can confirm that it still exists. Brooklyn's not that far from me.
So, for people who are out of the known and have no context, which is everyone because I just did this today, I sent Brandon something I found on Tumblr of like a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild mural that someone had made, and I'm like, oh, that just looked cool. So I sent it to him, he's like, where is it? All the information. And I'm like, I don't have any of it. DM the person who made the Tumblr. I don't know.
I did some research, posts related to it, date back to 2017.
Probably when it first came out, right?
I have no idea what we're talking about. And also, hey Brandon, how's it going?
It's going well. And yes, Breath of the Wild came out in 2017.
Yeah, so it's probably gone by now. I don't think they would have kept it. It was probably an advertising campaign.
It probably was. That's what most comments seem to suggest. I'm so mad.
What's going on?
That was in Brooklyn for a time when Breath of the Wild was fresh and everything. And I said, before finding out it was in Brooklyn, I said, where is it? I'm going to go there. And
don't go to Brooklyn though. There's nothing there.
I've been to Brooklyn. Have you stepped in a bodega? It's like another world.
No, it's been a while. Actually, have I been to Brooklyn? No, I've been to Queens.
How the hell do you judge a city?
Oh, it's easy. I do it all the time.
Yep. I didn't like Queens either, though. Or Manhattan. Or Times Square, which I'm pretty sure is in Manhattan.
He just hates everything.
It is. And Times Square is hot garbage no matter who you are. Even if you're a very avid New Yorker, Times Square is hot garbage.
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
Remember, it gets to be narrow for the head part.
I just hate everything about New York City.
Because I feel like it never got
I don't
this
know.
small. How am I supposed
I think
to
the
put
city is
fluff in
fine.
there?
It's got, it's,
You know what? I'm gonna pull out.
it's
some
both,
strings.
for me, it's both innovative and rustic, like all at the same time.
You're
And
the
it's like
expert.
it's a very unique experience walking in there. Maybe I'm biased because I'm sort of attached to the city, but I don't know. New York's fun.
Nine, and there shouldn't be so small.
So-
Those museums, though, are you really gonna dunk on the museums, Ronnie?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the museums. I'm just trying to figure out what Heather's doing here.
Let me see.
It's just some crochet nonsense. I realized I might have decreased too much at some point or made a miscalculation because there's 9 stitches when there should be 11 around the opening here. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Let's see, how many are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, intrigue. So Heather, apparently we need to watch a show called Kaguya-sama Love is War.
That sounds beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Right, I'm at 13.
Yeah, so maybe we'll watch an episode or two with Brian while you're down here.
That would be super nice.
Yep.
So I'm at 12.
Brian pitched it to me earlier today, as the show sounds like your relationship with Heather.
I love it! Yeah! Is it just gonna be someone
only if
beating
this
the
is
crap
an
out of someone
accurate
else?
assessment. We still gotta find out if this is even an accurate assessment.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Has he been wrong before?
I don't know. I don't know what Brian's opinion is of anything. I don't know.
Brian is objectively smarter than me on many things, but he is also wrong about half of the time.
He's human.
Indeed.
Did I just hear Bronny humble himself?
Yeah. Isn't it
Oh
weird?
my god.
Yep. You see, I am actually extraordinarily humble,
Okay, here we
but
go.
I am also extraordinarily objective. And the truth of the matter is that most people are beneath me, except for Brian. He is my better.
I'm your better too. Your better half.
She's got a point.
So on the scale of peasants, where do I lie?
Here's how the hierarchy goes. It goes you, the dirt, the worms inside of the dirt.
Popo stool, call me,
Yeah.
then Popo.
I think that.
That's the
I think
fucking
he's a point.
footer.
I think he's implying he's gonna bury me.
He's implying things from Dragon Ball Z.
I like that canonically Bronny is Popo.
Am I Popo? I didn't think I was Popo.
Well, actually, you're probably more Kami. Oh, you know what? Piccolo.
Yeah, you're Piccolo.
Yeah,
You're
very-
absolutely Piccolo.
Did Piccolo ever get a chick in the canonically? Never he had a chick.
They don't produce sexually.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, that doesn't mean you can't find love.
He found Goku.
Okay, fine, I'll ship it. Only because Chi-Chi deserves better.
No, she does.
They don't maintain Chi-Chi.
I like, you get the idea that, I mean, Chi-Chi, like, basically forced a relationship upon Goku. And it's sort of like, girl, you played yourself. Like, why did you do this to yourself?
In terms of the Team 4-Star series, I definitely relate closest to Piccolo or Tien. Maybe Krillin on some days.
Krillin has a hard time.
Yes.
Poor guy. You got a sweet, hot android girlfriend, though.
Yep.
That's his victory.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We finished the body, by the way.
Oh, cool. Let's see it.
It's a bag.
It's basically
What
just
is
a
the
bag.
project this time around?
It was the
We're
Twilight
still
Sparkle
working
plushie.
on.
Still Twilight?
Yep. Christine says, I can't stand Chi-Chi, honestly.
Yeah, you know, it's just a rough patch the entire way. With, like, sometimes those women are just hard to like and root for, but you kind of want to because you understand why they're so frustrated.
Yeah, I like her, but it's like, but girl, why?
Girl, you
know?
put yourself in this situation.
Yeah, it's like, girl,
and
you
I
put
want-
yourself here.
I feel bad, but I want you to be better. It's like, I don't know if you guys watched Archer, but Lana from Archer. I like her, and I feel bad for her, and I want her to do well, but she keeps going back to Archer, and I'm like, stop going back to Archer, girl. Can you just, like, Cyril went to shit, too, so just get out of the whole situation, girl. Like, you have a baby now.
Yeah, well, with Chi-Chi, she's just like, okay, so we first meet her back in Dragon Ball when she's a kid. A couple shenanigans happen when she's a kid. At some point, she, there's wording where she's like, hey, Goku, do you want to marry me? And he's like, sure, I'll try marriage, you know, thinking it's something to eat. Because he's zero cognitives, really. So then she comes back, like, 3+ years later, and then gets pissed off that he doesn't recognize her. And is like, you promised to marry me, and he still is like, what the hell is marriage? You know, he's 18 years old, he still doesn't know what marriage tastes like, you know.
Who the frick raised this kid?
There was an old man
Nobody.
named Goku, or Gohan.
Oh, yeah, he's the old man that really likes porn.
No, he's not the one who really likes it. He's the one who trained Goku. The one who raised Goku was another old gentleman who found Goku in a space pod and dropped him on his head as a child.
Yeah, well, you know, it stopped a lot of stuff from happening.
Basically.
Only good time to drop your kid on the head. And I'm talking to you, my sister Tammy, who hit me on the head twice on a door.
Well, no, I mean, actually, in the story, Goku was actually, he had been trained by the Saiyans to destroy the Earth. And that's why he had been sent to the Earth. And then he got dropped on his head as a child, and then he forgot that that was his mission, and then became a sweet, innocent little babu.
Yeah, that was the thing with Saiyans. How do you send a baby to go wreck
Well,
a planet?
the idea was that the planet was actually so weak that they only needed to send a baby in order to destroy it. But they dropped him on his head, and he forgot that was what he was supposed to do, so he became a sweet, innocent babu.
He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill here. and
Yeah,
protect
it
this
seems
planet.
legit protect
Yeah,
this planet, why the heck
what's up?
not? Yeah, so, anyway, so she sort of like, peer pressures marriage onto this guy. And then she gets frustrated later on in life that he's a dumbass, and I'm like, girl, he was always a dumbass.
If you could trick him into marriage, he's probably dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who
How's
gets
it going, Louie?
Hey, Louie,
What?
what's
up,
crack-
Louie?
What's crack-a-lackin', bruh?
I got some weird card in the mail today.
Oh, is it the birthday card that a certain somebody sent you?
Yeah, I don't know who this person is. I don't know anyone named Heather Bueller. There's no I.
Bueller?
Heather Bueller, that's me! Yeah, so, I can't even remember what card I sent you, but it was probably a good one. You gonna spend that money I got you?
I bothered you on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know hugs. Thank you.
You know, obviously, there's too many birthdays in July, because it turns out my Aunt Della's birthday is in July, too, and I'm like, don't have nothing for her. I think I might actually in my closet. I saved a gift for her, and she never came.
I can hardly read the writing under the gold thing.
Yeah, you know, gel pens will do that. Blame Ronnie, he gave them to me.
Why, Ronnie? Why did you give her gel pens?
I knew she would like them.
This is gonna be too
You
complicated
need
for
to
me to do
think
tonight.
practically, not
Okay.
I
emotionally.
can't do that right now.
Your turn.
Yeah, it was tactical.
Okay.
I was trying to get her to like me more.
Yeah, those were an early present. Some of those pens have dried out. Well, and the color comes and goes, but it's still pretty good. Good pens. Good pens.
Yeah, and honestly, I did not know that was an issue with gel pens. I've never had that problem.
I thought that was just a general pen thing. So they just dry out eventually. You don't have unlimited ink.
Yeah.
And I've been using them a lot. Okay. What's the thing I can do now? Because we have this body that we should... instructions.
Girl, look at that body.
Yes.
Girl, look at that body.
Yes.
Girl, look at that body. I crochet.
I don't work out. No, I do, but like it obviously doesn't work. So we're just gonna crochet. Honey, bunny, I need to be healthy. My family doesn't have a good history with this shit.
Well, yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't work out. I'm saying your whole "it doesn't work" is bullshit.
I don't know. I haven't been losing weight. I mean, I did, and then it came back, and then I'm just at this point where I'm like,
Generally, in order to lose weight, you have to up the physical ante. When you become used to a regimen, you have to add to it if you want to lose weight. If you want to maintain weight, doing the same physical activity all the time is chill. If you
Ronnie
want to
was
lose
saying-
it, yeah, you gotta up the difficulty.
I said more or less the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna. He said I'm gonna have to do those Jillian Michael DVDs again. I hate those DVDs so much right now.
Yeah, you see, but over the course of a year, you lost like 30 pounds on those DVDs. Now she says she doesn't enjoy doing them anymore. So what I'm gonna, and since she doesn't want to go back to the gym and everything's closed down,
They're closed.
Yeah, they're closed again,
yeah,
Ronnie.
they're right. Like I said, I'm gonna try to find her a different DVD to work with, and we'll see if she enjoys that any better.
Yeah, maybe. All right, we're on.
Take up rollerblades.
I almost suggested kayaking, and then I remembered they live in Arizona, and there are no rivers.
Yeah.
We do have a river, it just doesn't have any water in it.
Then it's called a ravine.
No, it's called the Santa Cruz River. It just kind of like the Los Angeles River. How it never had any actual water in it, or very rarely did.
Why don't we call it what it is? A long ditch.
Well, yeah, that's basically the idea. That's what happens when you have man-made rivers. Anywho, by the way, I've got some Snickers ice cream bars if you're interested.
I don't normally like Snickers.
Oh, that's right, you don't like Snickers. I forgot. Okay.
It's cool. You have that.
Give them to me. I like Snickers.
I should have put some burgers out to defrost. I want a cheeseburger. Can't read.
Christine says we should find Zumba. Those are fun workouts. You might actually like Zumba, Heather. It seems like something you would enjoy.
Oh, all right, we'll give it a go. Oh.
You're staring very frustratingly at that book.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the hell I'm doing. Gotta go like that.
So we started this thing 73 minutes ago called Chaos and Crocheting, and that's what we're doing right now.
Don't worry, I can figure this out. I did leave a marker.
Think she's gonna figure it out, Ronnie?
Shut
Yep,
up!
I think
I
you did
got
it.
this. Everyone shut up. I left a marker. I am super smart.
The red thing?
No, not the red thing. This
Okay.
is for the tail part.
Mm-hmm.
This is for before I started a certain round, which is the round I needed to mark. And I gotta count 15 stitches to the side. It's hard to count like this, but I'll just make a flat line. Alright.
Well, I'm going to attempt the Golden Grin Casino on stealth, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, have fun with that.
there. 15. Can't mark me from. We're gonna need a needle.
The suspense is killing me.
Good.
I'm murdering people in a video game right now.
Yay!
What video game are you playing?
Murder is okay. If
Dead
it's
by
not
Daylight.
real.
What's that about?
It's a 4v1 multiplayer game where one person's a killer and the other people are survivors.
What's up
Oh,
with you in
really?
multiplayer games?
Right now, I'm being the killer from Scream.
Cat, now is not
You
the
should
time.
be Yoda.
Because it's insult, however.
We had a plastic wheel in here that was a perfect fit. I can find it now. Oh, I forgot we made this thing ears.
Looking for this meal?
That's
No,
you, you shouldn't
plastic
forget
one.
something like that, Heather. That's pretty eerie.
Shut up.
Hold on, I think it might be
No.
Here.
Ah, yes, I was right. This one.
Pristine says, "Man, now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot, sweetie. Give me the ice cream."
You're welcome.
God, I am so.
And I would if I could.
What? Oh, did you hurt yourself?
No, you just reminded me. I was gonna see if Taco Bell delivered. And
Yeah.
how late they do.
What do I eat? What did I eat today? I can't remember. Oh, no. I had cereal. And I had crackers with my garlic cheese and salami. And some chocolate. Okay, yeah, I didn't eat that much today. So that's why I'm hungry. That's okay though. Oh gosh, that hurt. Went down the wrong bit.
Stop hurting yourself, Heather.
I can't help it, Ronnie. You're not here to give me a hug! Now I've come over here and filled the gap where Ronnie should be.
Alright, sweetheart, what do you want?
I wanna... Get me a beefy 5-layer burrito. Oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt you?
Yeah, it's just the basket.
I hate that basket. I gotta get rid of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so good.
Fiery taco.
Beefy 5-layer burrito, hold on.
Those are super good.
Alright, beefy 5-layer.
Hey, Heather.
Yes?
Don't forget to take your knife out of your bag tomorrow.
You're definitely right. Do not let me forget that tomorrow when I'm packing. You remember the last time I went to go to New York and I left that stupid knife. Well, it's a super awesome knife in my backpack and then TSA. I can't do that again. I can't. I don't want to do that.
Don't forget to take this knife out too.
I'm gonna take her to Florida with me. Da 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 da.
Alright, so the beefy 5-layer burrito, and what was the other thing?
Fiery taco, please.
I'm not finding a fiery taco.
Oh yeah, I think they discontinued it. Oh,
That would probably
The
be
Gorda
why.
says,
Yeah,
I now
just
crave
regular taco.
some complex gourmet hamburgers that cost quite a lot.
Crunchy taco?
Yeah, or some nachos.
Or some nachos?
Yeah, triple layer.
One more survivor to go.
It's on the dollar.
You can do it, Louie. I believe in you.
Gosh, Knife, your paws are disgusting. I feel them. I gotta brush your paws too. These are filthy. She doesn't clean herself right.
J Yoshi says, r/cats who yell. I guess that's another Reddit you can check out, Heather.
Alright, anything else?
Damn it.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry.
I didn't
Sorry
use
for
it.
what?
You know, like I always feel bad when people get things for me, but I like people getting things for me. Isn't that weird?
A little. You're fine.
It's like, oh no, I made the
Oh
kid
man,
something, but I
Heather,
want
you are not going to enjoy next weekend.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be so fun. I try to be better about it because my birthday's coming. God, it feels nice when my birthday comes. I hope I'm a person that can just keep enjoying their birthday forever.
I give you about 1 more year.
No, I want to keep loving my birthday. I know I'm getting older, but like that's a special day for me. It's Heather Day. It should be a.
Christine says, packing, are you going on vacation soon?
Yes, I'm going. Next week I'm going to Florida to visit Ronnie for my birthday. He's gonna get me a chocolate cake and a whole bunch of presents. And next stream we're still gonna have our stream next week, even if I'm in Florida. But we're gonna be opening birthday presents. Unfortunately, Knife isn't gonna be there because she's got to stay home, watch over the apartment, and take care of Sweetie.
I'm not gonna be here for much of the time either.
Well, Sweetie.
I'm actually gonna leave before you.
Oh yeah. When are you leaving again?
I'm leaving on Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Well, Knife's got.
I'll probably be gone before you go to work.
Look how cute she is. Look at the baby.
So do we
She's
need
like,
to
well, I
get
didn't give
a
you permission to touch me, bitch.
do we need to get a babysitter for Knife?
No, she can be alright for 3 days as long as she's got enough food and water.
I'll make sure to refill her before I leave.
And I'll make sure to clean up after when I come back.
Yeah. Remember last time or that one time where she was just like the freezer was open?
Yeah, she opened up the freezer. It was the first time we left her alone, and we're like, hot damn,
How'd you do that?
right?
Oh, geez.
And that was when I had one of my coworkers checking on her too.
Yeah. So it hadn't been
Yeah,
open.
we
It
better-
hadn't been open too long, yeah.
We
Because she had
better
looked
duct
at her
tape
the day
that freezer
before.
then.
She hasn't done it since. I think she just had a freak out just the one time.
Yeah. She broke one of your cups.
Yeah, she broke one of my chip mugs, which is fine because I had a spare. I didn't care. Alright.
Well, at least there's that. I think I missed it, sweetie. Where are you going?
LA?
She's gonna do
Cool.
her own thing.
What are you doing in LA?
Visiting family and friends.
Cool.
Alright, well,
I've got
I'm
so
not
much
leaving.
fur on my
Alright,
face right
catch you later,
now.
Louie.
See you, Louie.
Yeah, I've met my friends.
Happy belated birthday.
Knife, get your butt out of the crochet box. You did it again.
I'll see you all next time.
See ya.
Yep, see ya.
Bye, man. Enjoy your Steam card. That's what I got him for his birthday.
I kind of want to
Oh,
go to LA so I can have a reason to talk like this.
Like what? Like you're having a stroke?
Yeah, not everyone in LA talks like that.
No one in LA talks like that.
Well, people who are having a stroke.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Here, you can sniff my cup. Yeah, she knows what that is. That's mommy juice. Let me put this in the fridge. I'll chug the rest of this on a separate stream, I guess.
Do it. Christine says, I can't imagine leaving a pet alone for 3 days. Even when my whole family has gone on vacation, someone's always checked on our pets.
Usually if it's over 3 days, we'll have someone come in and check. But since it's only for that amount of time, and she's a cat, she should be fine. If it was a dog, no, absolutely not, obviously. But she's a cat. We have like this big jug of water. I guess I should mention. It's not like we give her one dish of water. There's like a big jug that we
It's
fill to the top.
the
It usually
automatic
lasts her
use.
like a week. And then we do the same thing with her dry food. So it's a big old jug of stuff, and then she can use her litter box and all that. And cats are nice and independent like that. Like if it,
A few white hairs on her back.
yeah. Oh, have you noticed, by the way? I think it's really cute. One and only one of her whiskers is white.
Yeah! I keep telling Bronny that, like, just one of her whiskers,
One of her whiskers.
is white. Why is only one
Yeah,
of her whiskers white?
I've noticed that too.
So she really is older than we think, don't you?
I think so, yeah.
How old are you? I love you so much. Don't go away anytime soon. I don't want her to be super old.
Dagorna
That's
says, the
time
last
there.
time I left my cat alone, he ate my phone charger and flipped his litter box.
What?
Oh, sometimes cats literally do flip their shit in their litter box. She's never done that, partially because she can't. Her the box isn't in a place where she could easily flip it.
Yeah, like, have you seen that thing? It looks like she's tried. Alright, so this thing I'm thinking about might be too complicated for me to do right now.
No. I hate that it can do that, but It's one of those things where my phone knows my credit card, and I'm like, that's convenient, but also terrifying.
Convenient, like anyone. I feel that.
Well, no, I have to put in the security code, so like it's slightly secure, but it's still terrifying a little bit.
Yeah, because I felt that way about like Google Play or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, I wanted to make sure I put in a password every time before I do that, because then like if someone just randomly uses my phone, like I give it to my nephews or something, they can't just buy things.
Yeah.
Because I think, my sister and my brother-in-law got so mad at my nephew CJ. He got grounded because he bought a whole bunch of games on Xbox with their stuff because they didn't put a password. And I'm like, well, I mean, I thought he found it out. I'm like, well, what were you expecting to happen?
Yeah.
Like one time I told my mom, like, Mom, can I get this game? And she was like, yeah, and she gave me her credit card, and I bought the game. She's like, I didn't know it'd be this much, and I'm like, you gave me the credit card.
What did you? Yeah.
Does she have a cloth?
Not a cloth. No, she's got a mat.
Yeah. I forgot to brush her. I brushed her earlier this week, but like you gotta do it. Like,
Yeah. You need to be on top of that, girl. We can't be doing it for you all the time.
yeah. Why isn't she grooming her butt?
I think it's too hot.
She's too tired.
Yeah.
Do I have to get you a masseuse? Do I have to take you to a professional?
Pardon me for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Absolutely take your time. Look at this kitty butt. You can't get this anywhere else. Her little fur pants, they look like pants.
Maybe pants.
You're a pantsuit lady.
Poorly groomed pants, but pants.
She's from the rough side of the street. Yeah,
Quite literally.
I've imagined her in my mind as a Beastars character several times. It's gonna be, but I'm gonna make her name Swiss Knife. Yeah, ha ha ha. But like, she's gonna be great. She's gonna be a supporting character to my story. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hurt my finger? Oh yeah, I did. This thing's still sore. Look at that.
Ooh, how'd you do that?
Yeah,
Oh, is that from the thing?
Thing of
Oh,
itching.
jeez.
Yeah. Remember, that's my own fault. I was, like, I was wiping it without a care, and I was just like, uh-oh. I was bleeding. I'm like, what do I do? I cut the dead skin off of it every once in a while. It should be fine. Sometimes you just like hit it, and I'm like, eh. This turned into a cat petting stream. I gotta
not to do.
Alright, I need something less complex to do. There's the making the eyes and eyelashes. Did we never sew the ears on? Yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Assembly. I like it. Yeah, I think we should have sewn the ears on by now.
Sure.
Alright, let's try doing that. That seems not as complicated. I could probably handle that. God, I want to watch that. Yes. Why do musicals have just such great music? They get it in my head or something. What did I do with the needle? I don't with the white plastic one. I suck.
Alright, I'm back and I've come to ruin your day.
You already ruined it. You stole my white needle. I don't know what
I'm
it is.
just fascinated with Knife allowing Sweetie to pet her.
She lets me pet her all the time. What are you talking about?
She wants people to pet her. She's just like, she gets, I don't know, she's kind of stuck up, but she's not that stuck up.
She's not big on me picking her up. She'll still let me. She'll just protest.
Why don't you love us? Leg kicky.
Her ears are getting better though. Have you noticed?
How so?
They're not as black.
Oh, I guess I see that. They were kind of splash black for a while.
Mm-hmm. They're not still not great, but they're getting better.
Yeah. What do you think is up with her ears?
I think it's related to her allergies.
Oh man, that sucks. You know that's probably why she likes it so much. I think I've told you before that when I get allergies, like my ears itch so very bad. Like if I get a Q-tip in there, I'm like her. I'm like,
Yep, exactly. That's how she is.
I don't know. Still, like anytime scratching my ears feels pretty good. So I was just still into it. Let her go.
Christine says one reason why I have considered getting a cat over a dog for myself in the future is because they are more independent than dogs.
They are.
Yeah, dogs need care. Like it's not just food and water. It's like
It's walks.
they need someone to socialize with them too.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I don't have a dog. I'm just like, I don't have the time to care for one like it would need it.
Or unless it's a small elderly dog.
Even then though, like I have to walk them twice a day, and being gone for 12 hours and having swing shifts and stuff like that, it'd be hard to work into a schedule. And dogs usually need a schedule.
Tiffany hasn't been like that lately. I'm wondering if she's on her last leg. She wants to go out less and less. My family.
Even
stuff.
wanting to go, it's less about exercise, more about just literally they need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know if she's just cold. My mom is taking her out daily. So, there's the needle.
Found it.
Found it. Yeah, I get worried about the little dog sometimes because I did get her, like, I got her for the family at, like, when I was, God, what was that, 14, 15? Yeah. Oh, poor little dear. She's going to be, if that's the case, she's around 10 years old right now.
Probably older.
Probably. We got her when she was a puppy. But, like, yeah, I can't remember the years.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says Keyframe is also streaming. Well, thank you and congratulations for making the right choice by being here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, Keyframe makes art. She's good. I don't remember who she was.
Wow, that's sad.
I'm like, I can't help it. We aren't super close.
I got you one of her pieces for your birthday.
Yeah, where is it? It's probably in the back of my other posters that I haven't gotten back from home yet. That was a really nice piece. Thank you, Keyframe. Get your little furry
Honey Drop the
pizza.
Unicorn says my sister rescued
Look
an
at her go.
8-week-old cat.
What was that?
Honey Drop's sister rescued an 8-week-old kitten.
Aw.
Let's switch this down.
That's like literally the youngest that you should rescue a kitten. We have this thing at work. We tried to pilot, but didn't really get off the ground, which is wait till 8. It's basically like, if a kitten is less than 8 weeks old, if it's not injured or sick or in a trap, leave it alone. Like, mom is probably around the corner. Don't touch it. It's very much whenever someone comes in with a healthy kitten, usually we're just like, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. It's like,
You know how many times I've used that gif?
right?
So many.
Because they're like, well, I'm trying to rescue the kitten. Like, we'll tell us, like, I know you're trying to do the right thing, but mom was probably just going to find food for herself, and you just kidnapped her kittens, and now the kittens have a significantly higher rate of death in the shelter than they had on the street with mom. So, in doing the right thing, you kind of sentence these kittens to death. Good job.
You gotta put that in elementary school, because, like, if they don't learn it there,
Yeah.
it's the same thing as don't do drugs.
Don't pick up kittens.
Make a PSA about it. It goes down to that old
Yeah, but
wives'
nobody
tale
listens
of, like...
to that either.
Yeah, an old wives' tale of, like, don't take a baby... Like, if you see a baby bird out of the nest, they tell their kids, don't touch it or the mother won't accept it again. I know that was a lie, but we gotta bring kind of that thing back of
That's sort of
not
don't
touching
touch
baby
it, yeah.
animals.
Until for kittens, they have to be 8 weeks old. And then once they're 8 weeks old, they should be away from mom and on their own. And if you want to spay and neuter them at that point, go nuts. But for the first 8 weeks of their life, they need to be with mom.
One of my good friends down here in Florida rescued a kitten off the street. I don't know how old the thing was when he just took it in, but he kind of observed this cat family for like a week that would just hang around his house, and noticed that the mother wasn't taking care of this particular kitten. I'm guessing because she was the runt of the litter, and so he just went and picked up the cat, and the mother was like perfectly fine with it, and he's got that cat now, and it's aside from the fact that it has fleas, it's a pretty good cat.
Let's
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can work, and the issue also is that sometimes a lot of lay people don't know the proper way of taking care of neonate kittens. And even those who are experienced in taking care of neonate kittens, like myself, even then, you know, you get the odd dead kitten. It just happens. Sometimes they just drop dead.
I remember a lot
Yep.
of dead puppies growing up. So many dead puppies.
Let's see here. Christine says, when I was a teen, we found newborn bunnies inside my youngest brother's outdoor play sets. We left them there. Their eyes weren't even open yet.
Yeah, you leave them there. I had to tell someone to put baby bunnies back in their burrow. Like,
Yeah, that's a wild animal.
Someone freaking took baby bunnies from a burrow and insisted on trying to tell me that they were domestic rabbits. I'm like, no, sweetheart, that's a cottontail, and mom's probably gonna kick your ass. You need to put the bunny. It's like, well, there was an anthill right next to it. I'm just like, let's let mom take care of it. And at the very least, this is a domestic shelter. Take them to a wild animal sanctuary. We can't help them. What is wrong with you?
Honey Drops says, the kitten picks my sister to be her mom. Yeah, cats do that. They choose people.
Yeah, Knife chose us.
Shows her anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like me.
She knew I would spoil the shit out of her.
It was like almost immediately I went and it was like Heather had picked Knife out at the time, Zelda, and I was going to lock up in the shelter one night, and I'm like, oh, and I'll make a point of taking a look at Zelda while I'm here. So I opened the door to the cat room, and instantly someone's hissing at me. I'm like, who the hell is hissing at me? And I turn off the light, and there she is, just looking at me, hissing at me. And I go, oh, it's you! It's good old Zelda. Hey, what's up? You need to knock that off.
But it was a different story.
The only... Yeah, once you met Heather, it was a different scenario. But yeah, I was like, the only cat in the entire cat room that hissed at me is the one that she wanted.
I really do know how to pick them.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, you were saying stuff like I didn't want to deal with Zelda because she was, nasty and mean and might scratch me or something like that. But then, and didn't you give Heather a warning about that? And then when Heather went up to the cage, Knife was just like, "Oh, you, I like you."
It wasn't me. It was one of the other staff members.
Oh,
She was
okay.
marked as a blue dot, which means that basically go slow is sort of thing. It's like don't jump up on the cat. That may not end well. Just go really slowly, and you'll usually be okay if you just do that.
It's pretty magical though. Like I did just start with the back of my hand, like just against her fur, and then she just pushed her head into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm glad we got it on tape.
Mm-hmm.
She was not happy to be like put into a thing and taken home.
Oh no, she did not. She still does not like the carrier. I tried very hard to get her to like the carrier, and never.
Yeah, you think she? No, she wouldn't associate because the first time she was in the carrier, it brought her to a place here that's bigger for her to just do whatever she wants. But then other times we take her in the
We take
carrier
her to the
and
vet.
to the vet.
And
Or
like
to Santa.
or to Santa, which is also equally unpleasant for her.
Well, she's not getting like shots or anything, so she's probably like,
No,
okay.
but she probably doesn't appreciate being taken away from her turf. One thing I tried to do in an attempt of getting her to not associate the carrier with something bad is I keep it in the living room. So like she can go and rest in it if she wants. She never has, but she could. But yeah, sort of like so that the presence of the carrier she doesn't associate with anything bad necessarily. This hasn't particularly worked.
She certainly doesn't like going in the stroller, and there's really nothing too bad associated with that.
She just doesn't like leaving her turf, which is a very cat thing, really. Cats don't like leaving their territory.
Makes sense. I'm like, huh, let's just go see Santa.
That picture of Knife with Santa, Knife looks so freaked out. She is bug-eyed.
Yeah.
Her pupils are so narrow. She just does not want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
If we make it a yearly
Dressed in
occurrence,
a
she'll get
Santa
used
costume.
to it.
I
Well,
don't think
that's
she
either.
will, no. Just like she won't get used to her yearly trips to the vet.
Well, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna get better because Bronny's a photographer, and we'll dress him up as Santa, and we'll just do it in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a family picture. It'll be Bronny dressed as Santa, and then me, and we're just holding her, and he'll do that little thing where he has
The
the camera
clicky
there
thing.
and the clicky thing, and it'll be easier. It'll be beautiful.
Okay, that would be less stressful on Knife.
Yeah, it'll be so gorgeous. Don't you think, Bronny?
Yeah, aside from the fact that Knife doesn't really like me that much either.
Oh, she'll learn.
She rested
She
on
liked
your
you
tummy.
fine, yeah.
Don't sit on the stuff she likes to lay on.
Yeah, I still find that hilarious and equally feel bad about it.
Oh, when you sat on her chair? She still has not gone back on that chair, by the way.
Yeah.
I know, and I like tried to put her on the chair to tell her it was okay, and she just hopped right off it. She just doesn't.
Oh my
Just
God.
don't sit on
Like,
things,
that was her
Ronnie, like
chair.
ever.
That was her chair from day one. I did not think I had the capability of ruining her chair for her.
She doesn't want anything that Bronny's butt has been on except my bed and maybe the couch. Actually, she loves this bed.
Yeah.
How does she like it in my room?
And she likes you?
She likes things that smell.
Yes. She loves things that smell, which is why she's got an obsession with... I think she's got a foot fetish. She loves shoes, particularly recently worn shoes.
She does. You know what's funny?
No, that's the thing with cats. I don't understand.
I've never seen it in any other cat. I've only ever seen it in Knife. Where she's just
I've seen
obsessed.
it before.
I think it's because shoes have a strong scent, and she's trying to put her scent.
Her
on
scent
that
on
shoe.
it, yeah. No,
She's
I
like,
get the logic. I've just never seen any other cat get that fixated on
She's
it.
like, this is my
She's
shoe.
like, my shoe. And like, she'll rub her head all up in it.
I think it's just because she's such a brat. She's like, everything is mine. You're not allowed to have a smell.
But yeah, it's the things that smell the most are the things she just rubs her right up against.
That's
Like,
probably why she's peeing on that thing.
Possibly, yeah.
Because she's like,
'Cause
okay,
it has a
whose scent
smell.
is this?
Yeah.
Whose scent is this? I'm peeing on it.
That is my logic. Is that the whole sink problem is leaving a smell from the water, and so she's like, oh, I'm gonna put an end to this, and so she pees on the water.
Okay, so I think we've just come to the conclusion. Knife is a snob. Knife, damn it, you cat! I love her so much. Her personality is great, but I'm just like, stop peeing. Oh my God, do I have a smell?
Yes. I mean, I can't smell
Is it
it, but
her
she's
smell? Because I think she would like rub. I think she rubs on me to put her smell on me. Do I smell like her?
sort of.
So my smell and hers intermix. She owns me.
Well, I mean, you smell like her, like you would smell like a perfume, like after she rubs on you. Like it's not like it's going to linger for the rest of your life. That's why she has to keep rubbing you.
I guess. Gosh, I'm just like, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't understand felines. She's queen of the house, I guess.
Yeah, basically, this is her domain. We just live in it.
I've had 2 cats in my life that for some reason love shoving their face into my armpit.
They're trying to rub their
And-
smell on you.
Yeah, but they would like cuddle like that.
Yeah, I had a cat that would do that with the crooks of my elbow. Like, just loves to just boop, put his head right there.
You
And
know,
he's like, this is where I sleep now. Good night.
I kind of get that. Because when I'm in bed, you know what? Sometimes I rub up against a corner and I'm just like,
Yeah.
my head feels right here.
I'm like that too. I like getting in closed spaces when I sleep. To an extent, I like having my face in an open area. I like having the rest of me all
Oh yeah, you want to breathe
swaddled, basically. Yeah, I have I need to breathe. So like cold
Like-
air on my face, but otherwise swaddled up.
Yeah, like cuddling with
Okay.
Ronnie. I'm not gonna put my face in his armpits anytime soon.
I always thought I couldn't be a big spoon because of that. Like I felt like I could never do that because my face would be blocked by the other person. But with my ex, it turned out okay. But I did warn him. I'm like, I don't know if I can handle being a big spoon. I don't know if that's a thing that I can do. It ended up being okay, but I worried about that.
Were you taller than him?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense to be the big spoon. Because like when you're the smaller person and you try to big spoon, you're more of like a jetpack.
I mean, he would, I would little spoon as well. There were, because he was
And that's only fair.
He
You have
was-
to switch off.
he was wider than me as well. He was shorter than me, but he was wider than me.
Ronnie and I have spoon, but like he's the big spoon. Obviously, because
Obviously.
he's just way bigger. And I'm like,
Plus,
you turn over.
Plus,
I
you
wanna
guys
do
have a
that.
very traditional dominance thing, I think.
I think I'm dominating.
You dominate emotionally, but he dominates physically.
That's true. I can't overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
He's too much man. I can handle it though.
You girls know I'm right here, right?
We are
Yes!
very well aware, yes.
Yes. I'm not even crocheting anymore. I can't handle it anymore.
This is fine.
It's 15 minutes
15
left
minutes
in
is
the stream.
cool.
I'm taking a break.
Take a break.
Mm.
Pray with
So
us.
while we're taking a break, we got a couple of stories here. Bigorna says, let's see here. Well, I discovered that Sam, it's a name that's too hard for people to say around here, and that my mom doesn't call any of my dogs by their correct name. Like she calls Seno when I've heard it Zeno and Gino, and now I'm questioning if that's because of the phonetics or that my mom doesn't understand the name and I don't want to
My phone
ask.
dropped.
So basically, he's got dogs, and his mother mispronounces the name, and he's afraid to ask why.
I've been thinking so much about dogs lately. I think I miss them.
No.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping one day you bring home a little tiny dog I can play with.
No, I make no promises. Little tiny dogs do not last long in our shelter.
Because they're so cute. I've been thinking about those French bulldogs that look like pig bunnies. I love them. I don't know why I'm thinking about dogs lately. I don't know, maybe I'm watching, like I'm reading too much of that. What's that guy who does like the Pixie and Brutus comics?
I don't know the name of
I
it.
follow him on Instagram, but I'm reading a lot of his stuff, and I'm like, I guess that just has me thinking
I
about
think it's
dogs.
Pet Shenanigans, Heather.
Yeah, I sent him some stuff today, I think. And I'm just like, I'm thinking about dogs. I miss having a dog. But like,
Yeah, if ever I get a house, I would get a dog. Like, that's my thing. Because I feel like, and I'd get two. And that way I would feel better because they can poop all they want. And they can play with each other, like out in the backyard. Like while I'm at work, obviously they have water and shelter and all that stuff. And then when I'm home, they can come inside. But they have a place to be dogs while I'm busy.
I liked having dogs when I was younger, because I think I told you about this when I was young. I got scared because I had a big window and it was like on the side of the house. We just had a little strip of yard between people, and I was afraid. And I told my mom, like, Mom, what if someone tries to break in from my window? And she goes, like, we have dogs. They may be small dogs, they can't do much, but if someone ever came in and tried to break in from that side of the house, they'd be going off like an alarm, and that made me feel safe as a kid, because I'd at least know. And like that kind of makes me feel that carried me for a while. Just having a dog that at least let me know, hey, something's wrong. You know? And like I feel like if I live in a house again, I kind of want that still to feel secure.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, obviously it's not a necessity. I'll have a brawny, but you know, getting a dog makes me feel good. It just can hear, smell. Brawny can't smell. Hear, do stuff. Yeah, it makes me feel safe.
Seems legit. Ronnie, get her a dog.
I mean, if someone broke in, I don't know what Knife would do about it. She'd just like hiss.
She'd
and be
probably,
like,
she'd probably just hide. She'd be like, no, hell no.
She'd hiss and be like, I ain't dealing with
Yeah,
this
I'm
shit.
not dealing with this shit.
Like,
Yeah.
my door would probably be open. She'd come and be like, hey, there's someone here. I want them to fuck off.
Not even. I think she'd like find a place to hide and be like, you deal with it, woman.
That's Knife. I love
I'll
Knife.
give
She's
her-
my baby,
I'll
but I
give
don't
her
think
a
she'd
pit
protect
bull.
me.
No.
I'll give
She'd
her
more
a pit
likely
bull,
eat
so
you
it'd
after you
be-
die.
It'd be really nice.
That's the
It'd
way
be
to
really
go.
nice, but not only like it. But if somebody comes in, not only will a pit bull bark, but they will also tear him from limb from limb, and that'll just take care of the problem before I even have to get there.
A pit bull doesn't have to kill. I don't need a dog to kill. I just need a dog to let me know if something's wrong. But also, if a dog would protect me, that'd be cool. And pit bulls have a bad rep. I'd like
Like
to
if
give
it
a
was
pit bull
if it
one.
was my parents' dog, and that was
Bowser.
going on, and I'd come down the the stairs, and you know he's probably got the guy, you know, by the arm and just would not ever let him go. I'd be like, okay, good job, Bowser, hold him still for me.
I love that dog, Bowser. He's a nice dog. He was a good little boy.
Yeah, Bowser's a sweetheart.
Not the brightest bulb I'm getting, but you know, that's just him.
No, he's pretty dumb, but he's a very good dog. He did get in a fight with another pit bull one time. My parents' dog is not a full pit bull. I think, judging by his build and his coloration, that he's probably mixed with greyhound. But you know, he's a little bit smaller than a pit bull. And just a lot smaller, and he's got a very whippy tail. And there was this one day where he started. There was another lady, a neighbor who lived a little ways down the road, had a pit bull, and they would walk by the house all the time, and Bowser would bark at them, but never do anything. One day, he gets out of the electric fence, and goes and starts fighting with this other pit bull. Now that pit bull was a full pit bull, and I'm sitting, thankfully I was sitting up at my computer and I had the windows open, so all I hear is this lady shouting, "No, Bowser, no!" And I look out and see my dog fighting with this other dog, and I'm like, shoot! It took me 5 steps to get from my second-story bedroom to the driveway of my parents' gigantic house. I would never move so fast in my life. And broke up that fight. Which, by the way, sticking your hand in between 2 pit bulls, not a good idea.
That's a way of getting you bit and your dog put down.
Yeah, but freaking this other pit bull was dragging this lady that was walking just like she wasn't even there, just down the road. And by the time I got to the fight, my dog was losing. So yeah, that would not have ended well for anybody if I didn't hear what was going on. My parents had no idea what was going on. They didn't hear anything. They just see me freaking break through the front door like a cartoon character. And by the time my father got out to see what was going on, I'd already broken up the fight. Let's see, we got a story from Christine too. But before I do that, hey Heather.
Last 10 minutes of the stream. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Say them now or forever hold your peace until the next stream.
Thank you. I can't right now. Where'd the other eye go?
Oh, it's a...
Yeah. You have better eyes than I.
Anyway, here's
that's
Christine's
objective.
story.
Tell me.
One time in my 20s, I was at a family function, and the place has an area where they train horses. At the time, there was someone who was trying to break a horse there. I love horses, so I started cooing at it. The horse actually calmed down and came towards me and allowed me to pet him. The owner was shocked. They were considering putting the horse down because he was so wild. But it calmed down for me. Turned out the horse became a therapy horse.
Oh, nice.
You know, the kind that allows people with special needs to ride them. Horses know when you dislike them instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. I still haven't ever been able to ride a horse in my life, and that is a crime as a woman. Not a woman, but as a small girl inside of me has always wanted to ride a horse.
We can get you to ride a horse around here. Probably during the winter when it's not going to kill you.
Horses terrify me.
Yeah, please don't put me out in this heat.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I'll do it, but I'll suffer. But
I'll suffer. I'll flop off of the horse I'm on.
I hear it takes some strong thighs to ride a horse.
It depends on how you're riding it. Like if you're galloping, then hell yeah. If you're just regular old cantering, it's fine.
Now, my first girlfriend was all about horses and worked with them for a long time, and she said it was actually all about the abs.
It's a little bit. It's basically all of it.
It's a whole body workout.
Whole body workout.
Which
really
by that I'm saying, Brownie, get me a horse. I'll work out. I'll get a 6-pack if it means I'm riding a horse.
There you go.
I want a pony.
Well, you'll be riding Brawny, so.
He's not the same.
I will get you the giant, horrifying, demon, stupid animal.
I don't like his attitude
True love
about
right
it.
there.
I mean, I don't like his attitude about it, but I know he'll make me happy.
Horses, I will say it again, horses terrify me. I don't like them.
I get it. They're tall, they're big, they're powerful. But can't you just
And
admire
stupid.
it?
It's not just that they're big and tall and powerful and horribly disproportionate between their bodies and their legs. It's that also that they're stupid.
Brownie,
So
everything's stupid.
you've got
to you.
all that power and it can just go off like a powder keg without any kind of warning. I don't trust them.
So can you.
Isn't that kind of like nature's way of moving things out? Things that are big
Well, yeah,
and
that
strong.
the idea, the reason it can bolt out of there is so it can get away from a predator.
Yeah, like things that are big and strong usually aren't incredibly smart, and things that are really smart are usually the smallest things. But that's because like they probably learned to be smart because you have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how Bronny is big, kind of big and strong, but also smart, but not smart enough that he's not humble about it.
I'm sorry, you cut out, and I'm very interested in what you just said. I'm not smart enough. What?
We'll just leave it at that. You're
Kind of wasted. I don't know.
She is
There's
very.
5 minutes left in the
Finish that sentence,
stream.
woman.
5 minutes left in the stream. Any last comments, questions, or concerns? Please bring them up. Forever hold your silence until the next stream.
And yes, she is kind of wasted.
I'm having a hard time. I don't know if you've noticed.
I have noticed, and I've been informing the chat. I don't know if you noticed.
I have not noticed.
Pretty much every time you turn away from the stream, I'm going, she's drunk.
You do. I'm trying
Just
to,
letting everyone know
I'm
the
trying to-
context.
I'm trying to thread a needle. It's going great.
Next, I asked one of my friends who likes to mix drinks to bring some margaritas to her party next week. So next week's stream is going to be especially interesting.
Oh,
I'm
dear
gonna
Lord.
be opening presents at Drunk. It's gonna be
Oh, dear
fantastic.
Lord.
Oh, I can't wait to have presents and chocolate cake. I
Good
love
gracious.
chocolate cake with some ice cream.
And Gator
Give me ice
Jerky.
cream. And gators.
And gators. yes.
Gators are pretty cool. You know about them.
I know about gators. Gators are cool.
Gators are pretty dang cool.
I would take a gator to a rattlesnake any day.
I was telling Bronny the other day, you know, like when you're doing pranks, there's a limit to what you will do. Like I would never trap you in a room with like what you thought was a threat against you. That'd be a terrible thing. And I would never trap Ronnie with like a really big spider.
Right.
There's limits to what you let. Like a good prank, I have a few specific rules. Do not get people when they're, you know, a person that has a hard time sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
and fuck them with their, like, don't fuck them when they're sleeping. Don't fuck with them with their food. Because I am someone who very values their food. Like my sister Tasha can like specify for this because when she tried to pick up my food, I was just like, you aren't fucking with that. My food I take very seriously. Don't fuck with people's food. And also, don't fuck with people on the toilet.
Oh yeah.
That's a sensitive moment.
I've seen pranks about like pranking people in the toilet, and like that's just so mean spirited.
Yeah, exactly. I hate a mean-spirited joke. I think Pinkie Pie is the same way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I brought this back to my other point because I thought of that episode, Gilda the Griffin the Brush Off.
Right.
Yeah. And it was about pranks, and like Pinkie Pie was like, you know what? There's a limit. And Rainbow Dash was like, yeah, Rainbow Dash kind of goes by that too, but I think Gilda might have took it a bit too far. Like she's right. Where Fluttershy would be like, if you played a prank on Fluttershy, at least at that point in season 1, you'd be like, oh yeah, she wouldn't be able to handle it.
Right. Yeah.
These days, Fluttershy's a bit stronger as a person. I think if you put like a squirting flower at her, she'd
Yeah,
be
it was like
oh.
what, a squirting turtle or something, and like in
Yeah.
season 1 Fluttershy, oh no, she won't be able to handle it. Season 9 Fluttershy, I'd probably be okay with that.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Let's see here. Bigorna says, every pet is cute, so get one that you can afford to take care of. I had a horse once. He was tall, fat, and aggressive with everyone that wasn't me.
That's a nice horse, probably.
Pristine is wishing everybody a safe trip. I do not understand where Bad Sebastian Core is coming from because I literally just said that next week's stream is going to be very interesting. And he goes, so no stream next week?
Yes, there is going to be a stream next week. It's just going to be me opening presents, unless you don't want to watch it. Which I get it. If you don't want to if you don't want to tune into me being half drunk and opening birthday presents,
I think that's gonna be hilarious.
you know, it's going to be interesting for some people. If you don't like me, you probably wouldn't want to watch it. But I thought Bigorna liked me, so
It depends on what I'm doing on my vacation, but if I'm free, I'll watch Drunk Heather open presents. It'll be hilarious.
Did I do this right?
It's going to be great, sweetie. I got her.
We have a minute left when we go.
Books and a gym membership.
Were they good books? Better not be a Bible, because I already have one.
It's
I'm not even.
It's gonna be the Kama Sutra.
No, I want that.
No, it's not the comic book. I
Why would you let me have fun?
You know, I actually remember seeing a crochet Kama Sutra.
What?
Like it was a book on how to crochet the Kama Sutra.
Dude.
This was before I knew you. Otherwise, I would have gotten it for you instantly. But
I'm gonna
remember that.
crochet loot shit.
Yeah, I just remember like going through the craft section and like, oh, look at all the things you can do.
make
What
that,
the
We'll
frick?
make that the 18 plus. We'll make that the 18 plus stream. We'll do them on a different night. You have to
Dude, I will do it.
You have to be a $10 patron in order to see them.
$10.
And show your ID.
Show your ID. Yeah, I'm not doing this for anyone under 18. I'm not gonna get in legal trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say goodnight to little Boba Pet. I love it.
Yep,
You
it is
know what I
time.
like.
It is time to go.
It is time to go. So let's say goodbye in alphabetical order. Bronny, you first.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Sweetie, you next.
Bye, guys. See you in maybe 1 week, maybe 2.
Alright guys, I want to say goodnight, and yes, tomorrow we will have a stream. Sadly, I'll be in Florida, so Sweetie will not be there, but maybe she'll show up. You know, if
Maybe.
Silver Quill doesn't do something.
Well, it's more what I'm going to be doing in LA.
Oh yeah. So she'll be busy, potentially, but you'll find her in the chat. Maybe. No promises. No promises.
No promises
That's why I
one way
don't-
or another.
That's why I don't tag her all the time. I don't want her to feel obligated. She is a guest when she wants to be a guest. Mainly she's here because she lives here.
Yeah, basically.
And I'm also here because I live here, and also this is my stream. Anyways, so I've had a great stream today. We did make progress on Twilight Sparkle, despite the fact that I've been kind of livid. Not with anger, but with some other shit. It's called alcohol.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, we've made progress. We finished her body. But the part with the legs is a little too complicated for me to wrap my head around when I'm a little lucid. So we're probably not going to do that next week, but the week after next week, I'll drink a lot less. And we'll be able to do it. We'll finish her legs, we'll attach her, and then from there we're going to be working on cutie mark, wings, and mane and tail. Which should be really, like, because you were talking about doing the mane, you had done that, and it was kind of like a scarf.
Yeah, it was kind of like a scarf. It was pretty, relatively easy, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be working on that, and I feel like through August we'll be finishing Twilight Sparkle up, and then we'll be figuring out what the hell we're doing with her. I don't know what we're doing with her. Maybe I'll throw her to my niece for Christmas.
There you go.
Because I did make her a unicorn once, but this is an alcohol.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
If it comes out really good, maybe I'll do this for her. 'Cause she's a little girl. I want to give her the good stuff, but you know, who knows? Who knows what we're gonna do? Anyways, again, it's been a great stream, and I want to give a thank to all my patrons, from DJ Skywalker, who is my highest patron right now, and to Emerald Spencer. And I only have 2 patrons right now. But hey, guys, you could become a patron if you want to. Just go down into the description. There's links to my patron. If you become a patron, I think at about $10, I think it was. I can't remember my tiers right now, but if you go to a certain tier, you can become a part of my Discord server, which is cool. I hang out in there most afternoons during the week because, you know, I just want to chill and my friends want to come join me. That's a really great thing to do. I just play video games and talk to people. And I also have higher patrons who can get bonus goodies, like DJ Skywalker is at my $20 tier, and he has been able to suggest a video topic for me to cover, and he gets a free crocheted goodie. And if you become a high tier like him, you can get a crochet goodie, and I can crochet it on the stream, and it'll be a part of the act, and you know, that's awesome. But you don't have to pledge too much money to get a goodie. If you pledge around a lower amount, I think it's $2, you get a kazoo cover. So that's fun. Remember that? That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So I've talked too long anyhow. It's been a great stream, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Say hey, good night again. Nice. Good night, everybody. Can't wait to see you till my birthday.
Good night.
All right.